All right. I thought I'd just share a quick little video again. One of the side things that companies that we've been affiliated with for a while, I've used for years, actually all the way back to where I was in my medical laboratory days, is Butterfly Express. The reason we really like them is when I was in those laboratory days, my wife was really getting into essential oils, and I had no opinion on them one way or the other. I wasn't the biggest fan, just me, my personality of multi-level marketing things, just because the very nature of them is as the company grows, that means less money goes into development of good products and more money goes into the tiers of payment of collections and sales. And I just not a huge fan of that. So essentially, this is where we actually took and another coworker of mine. His wife was also really getting into them, and so we wanted to just take our time and the resources that we had with some rather advanced testing equipment to run a few kind of just off the cuff tests to see if we could determine certain levels of purity based off inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry type stuff. Some really cool testing techniques that can get down to the atomic level. And we wanted to see if we could identify purities to a certain standpoint. And my wife was looking into this company, specifically Butterfly Express, and then we brought in a few more. And what we found was this was the Butterfly Express, and it wasn't really even a close second for even some really large name companies out there. This had easily some of the highest purity standards. And then I started looking into it more. A lot of them get the stuff from the same fields, the same growers, the same sources, and then they just market it a little bit different. Certain companies really tout that we have all of our own fields, and that's actually not accurate. They have a few of them that they're own, and then you look at where they're actually grown, and there's several of them that are grown in actually very high pollution areas where the land was cheap. Anyway, so that's a whole world to get into. I went down that road for a while, and every time I kind of looked into it more and more, came back to Butterfly Express. And the reason I also love it is their prices, period. And they're not just an essential oils company. And that's actually the reason I actually started to like them more. They have amazing salves, little creams and stuff like that are better than just about any lotion for anything from healing to eczemas to stuff like that. So I used them on my daughter for her rashes, and they seemed to work better than anything while we were working on the internal stuff. Um, and then they have herb packs, dry herb packs that you can make your own tea blends. They have a lot, and the lady that's kind of the mastermind, and she is actually very, very intelligent lady. Probably one of the more intelligent people I've ever come across. She does all of this because she believes in the healing arts, and it's not a massive business. It's not a multi-level thing by any account. Especially compared to the others. Her family helps run it, and their prices are amazing. I always tell people, like, look at a frankincense from some of the large companies. I mean, it's between 60 and $80, and theirs is 16. It's the same thing. You can even track sources on it and stuff like that. So anyway, love the company. I think they're extremely fantastic. I love going on their website, see what they have. Like a lot of people that I've worked with, one of my favorite things for ear infections is this awesome little combo that's BBL oil and EO oil. You do that for ear infections or horrible allergies or sore throats or things like that. It's awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. So there's a ton of like kind of what they call Dr. Mom, like really good things to keep in your cabinet. My wife makes all of her own facial like cleaning products and all that other type of stuff off oils and stuff from there. You can even go in and they have these isolated vitamin E oils and these pure nut seed oils, not necessarily for consumption, but to make a lot of different stuff with. So I'm a huge fan of them and what they do. They have a rather robust repertoire of what they offer. And by and large, they're probably one of the most reasonably priced companies out there because I think they're doing it for the right reasons. So for that, we love them. We're glad to be affiliated with them. They are a fantastic company. They offer really, really good stuff. And for the vast majority of what they offer, you're really not going to find it at a better price.